Hello, my name is Caleb, aka KT, and welcome. So, with college football 26 being highly anticipated and pretty much around the corner, I had the pleasure of playing the demo, and I wanted to give a couple of things that I saw, both good and bad. A couple more things that I noticed while playing it as well in Dynasty and coaching, and really just overall talk about 26, what I expect from it, and things that you should know about before paying for it and probably just playing it. Well, let me get to the good part. So, for good, I thought the run blocking was pretty good. I will say this: they get to the second level better. Not like crazy better compared to how they do right now. But overall, I do think the running game is just a tad bit better. I think they get better to the safeties and corners and linebackers, and I think they do a better job. Now, that's not saying that they still will not miss blocks. I had plenty of times when they just miss blocks, just outright. But I think one-on-one wise, combo blocks getting to the second level, I think they have improved just a slight bit. Pass blocking wise, I'll say that for the latter part of the video for the bad, or really just the mediocre part, something that I just really wasn't too crazy about. But this mainly just the good side and what I personally seen and things that I think are good. Another thing, hit sticks. Hit sticks are actually pretty satisfying in this game. I mean, they leave a bone crushing effect on a lot of the players. You can actually hear it and pretty much almost see it and feel it in your controller. I thought it was actually one of the best things that they added was the animation for the hit sticks. They look a little more realistic, look more just overall violent, and I did like that fact about it. Another thing, thank God for adding more for coaching. Coaching, I'm not going to talk about the coaching tree in this part because it's kind of in the middle. I really don't know why they changed a little bit of it. But I did love the fact that they added more personality, more face scans, more apparel for the coaching. So now you're not just the same coach as everybody else. Now you can actually look like a different coach, have different apparel, like having a polo, long sleeve. They can even have a jumper. Just pretty much anything that you want as a coach, they allowed you to have. And I thought that was pretty nice. Another thing, road to glory. You're able to go from high school to college football, and then I believe you're able to transfer your players similar to last year to the pros. So that's something I did like that fact. Similar to NCAA 14, which is the last one that we had before 25. You were able to do this. I think that was one of the things that made NCAA, or one of the many things that made NCAA 14 really good. So I'm glad that they're adding that in. The addition of adding safety depth or to adjust it, I thought that was really nice. Usually in 25 and then even in Madden as well, since we're on that topic, you're able to just move your safeties with your user and you have to really just change it. Or now that you're able to do shells, you're able to do that. But I did like the ability to change your safety depth just by in the same thing that you're doing with your coach adjustments for your zone curls. And I thought that was pretty cool. You're able to sub people in and out on the field while you're still playing on the field. So you're calling the play, you notice your wide receiver's tired or is injured, you're able to sub them out on the field, and then by the next play, they're off the field. Stunts and twists are pretty nice as well. I thought that was a nice addition. Now, personally, I still don't know how the fuck to do it, but I did see a lot more blitzes in the game in terms of the plays, and that actually looks pretty nice, and it actually runs pretty smooth, and it's part of the reason why I leave the pass blocking to the back half. More walkouts, more just overall have been added. Hawaii Stadium has been added. I'm not really sure anybody really is too crazy about it, but they have added that in there. The walkouts, the mascots really are more prevalent in the game. Customized runs. But I'll just talk about the customization in this portion. Customization. I thought the running styles you are able to customize as well is pretty unique for wide receivers, quarterbacks, halfbacks, of course, and then you're able to change the stances of a lot of different things, like your QB stance under center, just your QB throwing style as well, the linebacker stance, your DB stance, your wide receiver stance, your halfback stance. So you're really just able to change a lot of the things, a lot of the stances that you had, and just make it more customizable, which I thought was pretty cool. And then obviously you're able to customize and change your QB throwing style. Now I don't know if I'm just bad because I don't know, but I'm not sure if you're able to do this type of play anymore. I tried doing it with a linebacker with safety, but I just couldn't do it. It's basically, in my opinion, you're just taking your user, you're going down to the line, you're acting like you're getting blocked pretty much, and you are getting blocked, and you're able to pull back and then able to lurk and potentially get a pick. I've done it a multitude of times. I don't know what it's called in the community or really how it's called for different people, but for me, I just call that shit lurking. And you're not able to do that. If anybody else has been able to do that, maybe I was using the wrong teams, but I personally couldn't do it. So I thought that was interesting that they changed that. Um, More plays are being added, a lot more things, and I thought that was actually a cool addition. Just adding more plays overall, which are needed. And I thought last year we had a good year of playbooks if you weren't just trying to run the same thing as anybody else. So that's always a good thing to see. So they added new abilities as well. Let's see, on time, which I think is an anticipation type of physical ability that rewards or increases the chance of you getting a pass completed if you anticipate it. Similar to how like Tua or Brock Purdy, quarterbacks who rely a lot on anticipation type of throws. Not calling them a certain thing. Ball security, I think, is another one that is pretty new. I don't know what it is, but if you're smart enough, I think it's just ability to secure the ball more and reduce the chance of you fumbling. Battering ram, I think this is for linemen, if I'm not mistaken. I think it increases the ability to probably run better or run up the hole. I'm not 100% sure. Instinct is another ability, which I figure would probably be for defense. But these are just some of the abilities that I noticed. I think they should be on the screen right now. Now I personally noticed that we're in the game, and I just peeped and be like, oh yeah, that's actually pretty nice. And I just want to see. So now for the bad portion, and this kind of some of this is ticky tacky. Oh, and for the good part, the weather. I thought the weather was nice. You could definitely tell the difference in the dynamic lighting in certain time frames, or sorry, certain time zones that certain games are being playing in, like evening, night, early. You're able to see it, and you're actually able to like. It actually kind of makes a difference a little bit. I'm glad they added that in, so now we actually have that in the game, and I thought that was actually pretty nice. I thought that was one of the best things that they added. Weather as well, I thought was good and bad a little bit. I like to see the fact that weather is actually affecting the game more than one ways. And then for me personally, I played as FSU versus Alabama, and I just want to see if the rain would just really affect it in Dynasty. So the weather actually did affect how, for one, my wide receiver caught the ball, even though it was a perfect pass, he still dropped it. And then two, it makes some people slip and fall. It just causes like certain things to happen. So it's kind of in the middle ground for me. It's kind of mediocre. I'm not too crazy, not too fond of it really overall about the thing. But I did think the hit sticks personally are probably one of the best things that I noticed. Tackling, I'll talk about that later. Archetype names, I kind of leave that in the mediocre section right now. And let me think. I think that's it for the good part actually right now. So let me talk about the bad part in my personal opinion. So for one, I'll just say it, or the mediocre part, the archetype names. I don't really think it was a necessary change. I think a lot of people really didn't care enough about the archetype names. You obviously had the originals like physical, possession, or route runner and shit like that. Now we have a difference in archetype names now, as I keep saying. Now for quarterbacks, it's dual threat, pocket passer, backfield creator. If anybody else knows of any more that they know of, let me know in the comment section below. Halfback, a east to west playmaker, elusive bruiser, backfield threat, contact seeker. Fullback is probably just utility and blocking. I really didn't look at fullback like that too much. Now wide receiver, speedster, elusive route runner, route artist, contested specialist, and I believe gadget and aggressive possession, I think is the other name that I seen. Gritty possession, there we go, that's the name. And then for tight end, possession, physical route runner, vert threat, and I believe blocking. And then lineman is pretty much the same for all of them. Agile pass protector, raw strength, and well rounded. So these are just some of the names that I noticed. I'm not going to go into all the names, but I did notice for corners as well. If you have a higher man coverage rating, because I was using FSU in the Dynasty, you will have a certain name associated to them. So I think if you have a higher man coverage, I think it's bump and run. Safeties, I think it's hybrid. Ball hog is probably going to be one of them, or if I remember correctly. I think another one was like in the box safety or some shit like that, or box safety, something like that. Different than like the run support or the hybrid and things that we had previously. I think hybrid still might be a name. But that's probably the most mediocre thing in my opinion. I didn't think they needed to change that, but it's whatever. Weather as well is going to be in the mediocre section for me. I think it's good and bad. Because I know I'm going to be mad if I lose because my wide receiver dropped the ball because it's raining. But I am appreciative that the weather is actually making a difference in the game and actually being impactful. But at the same time, I know it's gonna be similar to man that how they're trying to make it just overall just super crazy. Um, But now to talk about the tackling, I think the tackling's okay. I think the tackle angles are terrible still. I still don't know how they're not able to fix this. Similar to the pass blocking, so I just combo these two together. I don't know how you could spend so much money on tackle animations and like people trying to tackle, but you can't even get like tackle angles down pat. Like the AI takes bad tackle angles. The AI can't block simple things still to this day. And now we're adding the ability to add stunts and twists and just really do more things. I think is really gonna fuck the game up. Personally, I thought the pass blocking was okay. It's similar to how it is in 25. There's no real difference. It's no improvements really that I saw that I was like, oh yeah, the pass blocking is just so much better. Now, I think the pass blocking still needs a lot of work. I still think the AI makes dumb mistakes. They combo block on the wrong person instead of actually taking the one that they need to be taking. No diddy. And similar in 25, how people run their nickel 3-3 stack, taking their user, going up to the line or left side or right side, not mistaken, and then just really trying to get a free looper around. Same thing happened to man. So those are just some of the things that I noticed with the offensive lineman. I thought the run game was good, but the pass blocking was still mediocre. Or in my opinion, I thought it was bad because it hasn't improved at all. It needs to improve. I don't know how you can hire all these guys to talk about, oh, we're gonna get like an all-pro team of like real linemen who play in the NFL, get these combo blocks down, get these people together, and, you know, really just update and improve the AI to really just get down pat the blocking. It's not gonna happen. Didn't believe so. The coaching tree as well. This is not for the bad side. This is just overall. They changed some of the wordage for certain archetypes, and obviously for the coaching tree, if you do not remember what it is, I got you down pat. It is motivator, recruitment, talent developer, strategist, tactician, and architect. Those are just the names I remember. And at certain tiers, if not mistaken, they did say, or in the wordage, it just changed overall compared to 25. I think I got a screenshot of one. If I don't, then it is what it is. But I remember specifically that they changed that in some of the words I peeped. But walkouts, talked about coaching, customization. Customization for your players is still the same as 25, so there's nothing real crazy or different. They probably might change and add some cleats. Oregon probably gonna have the best uniform still to this game. Let me think, more plays being added, new abilities. I think that's pretty much everything that I covered. I tried to see as much as I could in the game, but I had things going on. So with that being said, overall I have low expectations for college football 26. I don't know how I got the demo code. I really don't. I think it's based off of how many games you played or the days you played. I played 52, so maybe that went into it. I have no clue. But overall, I just want to say thank y'all for tuning into this video. Hopefully college football 26 is good. I keep my expectations low and just really don't give a fuck about that shit. So we'll just really see how it is, because at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. But it is EA. We know what they're capable of. Both good and bad. More bad than good. But hey, I enjoyed the demo a little bit. I thought, you know, playing it was actually pretty cool, and just being one of the people to do it. And I just wanted to show y'all that. So with no further ado, thank y'all a lot for tuning into this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, share video with your friends, and more things going to be coming on this channel, and more things to come. So thank y'all a lot for tuning in, and I'm out. Deuces.